is happening, Magnus? I just got done watching She-Hulk Attorney at Law, Season 1, Episode 2. Reaction available on YouTube memberships or Patreon, whichever one you prefer. Now, so this episode basically picks up right after the last episode. This review will be full of spoilers. So, she ended up winning her case, and they believe that the opposing law firm representing the other lawyer feels that that she won her case because the jury saw her save their asses. She saved the jury's life, so the jury was now biased on her side, so that's how she won. So it was a mistrial. So she was fired. Yeah, she was fired. So she needs to find a new job. Now, she goes to a bar, and the city is celebrating her and stuff, you know what I mean? She goes to a bar, and everybody's just chanting, She-Hulk, She-Hulk. So she transforms and walks into the bar so, everybody can, say hello and thank her and all that stuff. But anyway, so the funny thing is, that dude from the beginning of the first episode, that's the lawyer. She hasn't been fired yet, by the way, in this part. I'm going to be all over the place. So he comes up to her. He's asking her how she got her powers, saying it was nepotism and all this stuff. So they're having their little squabble, and then he's like, "Oh, there's a cute chick over there. I'm going to go talk to it." That shit had me rolling. I'm like, yo, I feel like people might be mad at that. Like, yo, man, trying to make men out to be assholes. That shit was hilarious. And so in the bar, she's drinking and shit. And that's when her boss approaches her and tells her, like, yo, like, this is what happened and I got to let you go. And he's like asking her, like, look, can you? Because this is serious. So once she transforms, she's drunk, which I thought was interesting. And he fired her. So, she goes to see her family and everything, and they all know, and she's got like a dumbass cousin there. Like, she got fired. I told you not to tell say she got fired. But anyway, so she's approached by the opposing law firm that got her fired, approached by them to lead a new team. He offers her a job, so she's happy as hell. She gets there, he asks her to transform into She-Hulk. It's like, I'm going to need you to, this is how I need you to work, because I'm going to need you to head up a side of the law firm that deals with superhero stuff, like superhero crimes and all that type of stuff. And she's like, first she doesn't really want to do it, but her friend's there, and she picked her own paralegal, which was her friend. And she's told that her first client is Abomination. She goes to talk to Abomination, and Abomination kind of puts up a pretty good argument, because she's like, look, there's a conflict of interest here. You know what I mean? Like, he tried to kill my cousin. Why would I want to defend him? He's like, well, if then you're fired. He's like, look, just talk to him before you decide not to take the case. And her boss is a dick too, because he's talking to his assistant or whatever. He's like, let such and such go, and then tell such and such he's going to Minnesota because he hates the cold. Yeah, like he makes it a point to like, yeah, we're sending him to Minnesota because he hates the cold. So anyway, so Abomination makes a pretty good argument of what he thought he was doing right. Every villain is the hero of his own story type of thing. So, he thought he was going to be Captain America. And he actually got really emotional when he was explaining himself about that. I was taking out a threat, and I thought I was going to Captain America, he's like, got really, I was like, oh, this is interesting hearing it from his side. And, she realized that he was pumped full of the super soldier serum and everything. And so she calls Bruce to tell him, to talk to him about taking the case. And basically she's only explaining why she's going to take the case. She's not asking for his permission, which she basically was trying to say she was. And she asked him, was he going to be in LA anytime soon? He said, nah, I got some things to do. And he's on that same damn ship that made them crash. He's on that same damn ship. So he's on his way. So World War Hulk. That's what I'm thinking. So he's on his way right now. And basically at the end, Abomination was found to have broken out of the prison and doing underground fights, which is what I guess we saw in Shang-Chi, so that connects that. And he's like, yeah, like basically her boss is on the phone with her telling her about this. You might want to look at the news, by the way, since you're accepting the case. I find it interesting. After the credits, they have the end credit scene, and she's like helping out with things that require strength. So they're trying to change a tire. She's holding the car up. She's putting a flat screen on the wall. Like she's helping out with stuff like this, and she's dressed. At this point, I'm just like, every time she's She-Hulk, she's dressed sexier. Every single time. She's even better looking as She-Hulk. The long flowing Wonder Woman-like hair. Everything gets bigger. The booty, the breasts, everything gets, all the feminine things get accentuated. Feminine characteristics get accentuated and beautified and get bigger. But whenever she's regular, she's frumpy. Like she wears like big ass t-shirts and shorts and even her like business attire. Like Pepper Potts dressed better than her. She had nice, form-fitting, but not too accentuating, like very appropriate business wear. And hers is too, but it's the way they cut it, and I think they do it on purpose. Like, I think they make her, quote-unquote, less attractive than she is when she's She-Hulk. Because when she's She-Hulk, things are form-fitting, things are tight, things are accentuating. She's wearing, like, capris and half shirts and all this other stuff. But whenever she's her, it's not like that. I find that interesting. So anyway, I guess it's a full transformation with style too. So I'm going to give this episode, I would say 4.25 out of 5. I laughed several times. I didn't roll my eyes at anything. Even when they made the guys look like dicks, it was really funny. I don't know if anybody's going to, try to say that that's, but I didn't think it was a bad episode. The first episode was the one that has the clip that blew the internet up, and a couple other things. So I don't know if they went through and they edited things out for this episode. I don't know what they did, but this episode felt shorter. I don't know if it's just because it just went fast. It might have went fast just because I was having fun watching it. However, I noticed it went fast, and I would just have to go back and check to see, okay, how many minutes was this? It probably didn't go fast. It just felt like it did. But anyway, I enjoyed myself this episode. So post comments down below. Let me know what you all thought if you enjoyed my review. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Subscribe to YouTube memberships or Patreon and watch the full show reaction. 10 million subscribers.